Good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Morning, Esther. Good morning, Patty and Haymet. So good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. It's good to see everyone and all these smiling, happy faces. Geshe Gelik should be arriving shortly, probably any minute now. Just wanted to bring your attention to our calendar since we're going into 2025, and we've had a couple of weeks of two really great, awesome events here at the center on New Year's Eve and Christmas night. But other than that, we were kind of, low on classes. But have no fear, because starting today, we have so much going on. So if you haven't already done so, definitely check out the calendar in the upper right-hand corner of the website, which is kadampa-center.org. And also right next to that button is a contact us button, so you can fill that out and receive in your inbox once a week on Saturdays a list of what's coming up this week. So do that as well if you haven't done that. We have lots going on. Discovering Buddhism starts tomorrow night. This is a new 2-year cycle, so we start with Module 1, Mind and Its Potential. And Lam class will pick back up again on Wednesday nights. We have Medicine Buddha Pujas, Guru Pujas with Sog, so check out the calendar. Yes, both this week, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday. So check out the calendar. There is lots and lots going on. Too much to fill your minds with right now, because if you're me, you won't remember. So again, Geshe Gelik should be here any moment now. For those of you online, just giving you an update, we're still waiting for Geshe Gelik to get here, so hopefully it'll be in another minute or so. Sit tight. So Geshe has arrived. He's circumambulating the stupa, so he'll be in just a sec.
Okay, if you are in the Kadampa, please turn to page 34 in the Gold Prayer Book. And we will begin with the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra 3 times, followed by the Medicine Buddha stanza and 7 recitations of the mantra. Tayata mune mune maha munaye soha. Tayata mune mune maha munaye soha. Tayata mune mune maha munaye soha. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha lapis light. Tayata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Ratsa Samudgate Soha. Tayata Om Bekanse Bekanse Mahabekanse, Bekanse, Ratsa Samudgate Soha, Tayata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Mahabekanse, Bekanse, Ratsa Samudgate Soha, Tayata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Mahabekanse, Bekanse, Ratsa Samudgate Soha, Tayata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha. Tayata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha. Tayata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha. And now, still on page 34, we'll recite the four immeasurables twice in English, and then we'll jump to the bottom of page 37 and chant it once in Tibetan. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable for the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now on page 37. Sem chen tam che de wa dang de we yu dang den par gyur chik tu na dang du na gi gyu dang drel wa gyur chik tu na me pe de wa dang mi drel wa gyur chik nye ring chak dang ni dang drel we dang nyam la ne par gyur chik. And then also on page 37, the Chenrezig verse of praise and mantra. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you, Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. And the green Tara verse of praise and mantra. Tara liberates from psychic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. Om tari tu re so ha. 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 And now we'll turn back to page 34, and Geshe Galak will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje
Chudang Soki Chognam La Chang Tu Bar Tu Dagni Kyab Suji Dagi Chinyen Gi Pe Sunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Trupar Sho
Sanje
Chudang Soki Chognam La Chang Tu Bar Tu Dagni Kyab Suji Dagi Chinyen Gi Pe Sunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Trupar Sho
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jang Tu Bardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chinyen Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Sho
Good morning. Good morning. Maybe one more short meditation with the Medicine Buddha mantra. Okay, Medicine Buddha mantra. So, so Medicine Buddha, you see here in the big tanka, the painting, the dark blue. So that is the image of Medicine Buddha. The tanka was printed in Mongolia. I think brought it from Mongolia. So anyway, this is like the healing practice based on Buddhism, healing practice. So, so what I want you to do is to visualize. Okay, visualize. If you can visualize Medicine Buddha, form of light on your crown, same way that you are facing, form of light, not something solid, form of light. If you're having a hard time visualizing Medicine Buddha itself, so then just visualize a bright blue color, which symbolize the healing energy, okay? So there will be like 7 sets of Medicine Buddha. So when you do the practice, you're supposed to visualize them, one above another. It's all in a form of light, almost like hologram, huh? Hologram. First dark blue, so then top of that red. So then combination of white and red together. On above the red, there's color, white and red. So then on top of that, pink. Same image, like Medicine Buddha, same image. If you can't visualize Medicine Buddha, just visualize the color. Bright blue, red, light red, pink, yellow, 3 yellows. Okay. So then when we recite the mantra, so then the first healing energies, by the top, yellow, dissolve. Second one dissolve in the third dissolve in the fourth, fifth, sixth, the seven, the last, the medicine Buddha, then that dissolve into your body. Energy that feel from throat all the way up to head, eliminate all the disease, not just physical sicknesses, also mental, what we call three poison: anger, attachment, ignorance. What is called three poison is considered as a disease. So many diseases caused from there. Stress, anxiety, fear, all kind of mental problem causes from that three poison. Just visualize. And not just that, so then also just think that healing energy emits from your body, from your heart, chakra or heart, center of your heart. Emit that light, the healing energy, emit. Touch your friend, family member, whoever is sick, so then touch, the moment you touch, heals them, completely heals them. Okay, so this is the healing practice, a very brief explanation of the healing practice associated with the 7 types of medicine Buddha practice. This is a very brief one, okay. We said 8 medicine Buddha mantra. After the first yellow light dissolve into the second, then each mantra, then the light dissolve. Okay, the color here which symbolize the healing energy dissolve one after another. Okay, yeah, medicine Buddha mantra, maybe one with the stanza first.
Bhagawan with equal
Page 34.
compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to medicine Buddha lapis light.
So then very end of the practice, please visualize in the bottom of your heart that your life become completely free from all the disease. So not just that, medicine Buddha mantra, if you are taking medications, if you say the few mantra, blow on the medications, it kind of like transform the healing energy within the medicine. It's kind of like it's kind of change from make it more stronger. You can every time you can take medication, supplement or whatever. If you say a few medicine Buddha mantra, blow, then take, it become more powerful. Yeah.
Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Raja Samukate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Raja Samukate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Bekanse, Raja Samukate Soha.
So if you have been visualizing medicine Buddha itself on your crown, so that medicine Buddha melted into light, so that light and dissolve through the crown chakra all the way to heart chakra. And after that, immediately, sick disease, the obstacles, harms, obstacles, all the negative karmas. So then basically you yourself become the king of healing energies. That means like you yourself, because medicine Buddha melted into the blue light, dissolved into your crown chakra, all the way to your heart chakra. You yourself become that energy. So then from there, energy emit. So the moment it touch each and every people that you've been visualizing to heal, so the moment their light touch, then they all heal. Okay, so so then you can, as I said, you can learn the mantra we are reciting. This is a short one. You can learn the longer one. So even short one, you can, I think it's helpful. So I myself said medicine Buddha mantra every day. If there's not any, nothing happens, I do this practice. They should say the mantra regardless whether you're feeling healthy or not healthy. That mantra should be, the healing practice should be part of life. It should not be based on just on sicknesses. It's not, it should not be based on, oh, I don't feel good, then I do healing practice. Or I feel good now, I don't do healing practice. It's not like that. Should, every day should do, okay? If you're interested, it's not order. If you're interested, you can do. So then please, after the good morning, some introductions to each other. So my cat liked to say good morning. Come from Philly Market. Good morning. So short introductions. Good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. How are you feeling?
Good morning, Geshe-la. Good, thank you. How are you? Happy New Year.
Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Kemen. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Nico. Good morning, Javena. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Pandit Ji Pati. Good morning, Esther. Venerable Tenzin Lamo, one more meditation today? Or
Yeah, Geshe-la. Oops, if you'd like. Yes.
one more meditation
Okay,
today?
sure.
Oh man,
Okay, everyone. Okay, you can wrap up your hellos. Venerable Bhattacharya Lamo, do you feel well enough to lead one more
Thanks,
meditation?
Geshe-la.
Yeah, thank you. Meditations. Called that. Come. Turn this, turn. Mm. Then people can see the nun, the Venerable Bhattacharya Lama. Okay, from Virginia,
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Well,
Happy New Year to you and all the venerables and everybody. These meditations are derived from the discussions you had at the center there on the concept of self-love. And while they're rooted in Dharma principles, they're meant to complement the profound meditation, classical meditation that Geshe-la teaches. So they're more about dealing with psycho-emotional stuff. This meditation is a combination of using your imagination and then a little bit of analysis, if that's all right, Geshe-la.
oh, very good, wonderful.
Okay. So first of all, relax and go into your meditation posture. Your spine should be nice and straight, like a string of pearls hanging from the ceiling. And your breathing should slow down and become nice and easy to signal that you're in a safe place and you're turning your attention inward away from your daily activities and the buzz of the world around us. So please take a few moments to do that. Once again, using our imagination as our friend, as a tool to help us think about things differently. That's really what the Dharma does, isn't it? It helps us think about things differently. So right now, imagine you're somewhere very comfortable and warm, like you're sitting on the porch of a very pleasant place. Maybe you're in a rocking chair or a swing, and you're totally relaxed. Your eyes close and you drift off a moment. And when you open your eyes, in front of you has appeared a wagon, a cart, the kind that has a handle attached so you can pull it. And the cart or the wagon is on a pathway, but it's close to you and the pathway opens in front of it. Intuitively, you understand what to do. You think of all your emotions, and you're going to put your emotions into this cart. You can put them in boxes and bags, or you can make little symbols of them, like a little angry bear for your anger, or a small crying child figurine for your sadness. One by one, take an inventory of your emotions and put them into this wagon. Anger, sorrow, jealousy, resentment, shame, guilt, fear. Pride, the kind of pride that leaves you to be easily offended. Anything this distresses you, package it up and put it in the wagon. The wagon has plenty of room. You might even remember emotions that you felt strongly as a child, or certainly in high school, middle school, that were painful for you. Sweep the closet clean, put those emotions in the wagon. And when that feels complete to you, you stand up and go over to the wagon. You pick up the handle of that wagon and you start slowly and carefully pulling it down the path. Here's the question for you to consider. Who is it that's pulling the wagon? You can put down the handle and walk away from that wagon. Who is that person? When we talk about the concept of self-love, it can be a little confusing because Geshe-la has led us in many meditations where we prove there's no such thing as an inherently existing self, a self that's always there, always the same. So what are we talking about when we use the word self in a conventional way? We're talking about identity, right? What we experience as our identity. In Western culture, that identity is often formed around our emotions, but we can walk away from our emotions. As the quote from Buddha says, pain and pleasure, gain and loss, happiness and sorrow come and go like the wind. To be happy, rest like a great tree amidst them all. So if you're the tree and the emotions come and go, what constitutes your identity? And how can you train your mind so that you feel good about that identity? An article I read about habits said, what you do every day becomes who you are. What you do every day becomes who you are. So the great Buddhist concept of mind training is about training ourselves to see things in a certain way that leads us to act in certain ways and form values that lead us to act in certain ways. Then when we look at our actions and say, oh, I do this every day, I feel good about it, then you feel good about who you are. You accept that you're not perfect, and you accept that you're capable of goodness. So let's just imagine you've left all those troublesome emotions in the wagon and you're walking down the road. You have your beliefs, your creativity, your ethics, your intelligence, your spirit, your talents and capacities. You have everything but the negative emotions. You might feel a sense of lightness. The Dharma talks about Buddha nature, but for many of us raised in the West, it's a bit of a hard concept to understand. So one way to think of it is that you're essentially drawn to goodness. Babies thrive on goodness. They thrive on love. They don't thrive on cruelty. That tells us something about ourselves. So let yourself perceive your natural attraction to goodness. You wouldn't be sitting here in a Buddhist center or online attending a Buddhist center if you didn't have a desire for goodness, a basic attraction for goodness. Again, turning to your imagination, imagine this goodness forms as a light at your heart, right in the center of your chest, like a giant flashlight or spotlight. It's unimpeded because you left all those obscurations, fear, hatred, anger, etc., back in the wagon. So this goodness can fill your entire chest. As you walk along, you might encounter people, maybe people in a park. Some are arguing, and you aim your light of goodness at them. You just want to bathe them in goodness. You might see a child crying. You endow this child with all the light of your goodness. Then you sit down in that park, maybe on a nice, comfortable bench, and you think of people in the world in refugee camps, people in prison, people being trafficked, people who don't know where their next meal will come from, people who have no access to water, people who work until they're falling over and then have no food to eat. And your light of goodness becomes stronger and stronger, and naturally showers down goodness. Goodness means that you wish to relieve suffering on all these beings. So Tinley Norbu Rinpoche said once at a teaching, the Buddha is like the sun. The sun does not get up in the morning and decide to whom it will send its light and warmth. The sun radiates light and warmth because that's its nature. Buddha radiates light and warmth because that is the Buddha nature. You radiate goodness and the wish to relieve suffering because that's who you really are. So instead of thinking of self-love as a hallmark form of emotion or a psychobabble concept, think of it as relaxing into your own goodness and showing it through your behavior. So that at the end of the day, if you listed what you did that day, you would actually have proof that you're a good person. And that makes you happy, makes other people happy too. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Maya, thank you so much. It's wonderful. Huh? Very good meditation. Thank you, Venerable Tenzo Lama. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. Now she disappeared. Venerable Tenzo Lama disappeared into emptiness. It's okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Venerable Tenzo Lama. Thank you.
Oh, Geshe-la, my pleasure. Thank you for the chance.
Very good meditation. Oh. So now you understood the self-love concept. So we do now short meditation, Tonglen meditations. So now here, related to what Venerable Tenzo Lama just led, taking out all this, like whatever that might be, something painful, either it's from the childhood, not school, not college, or now, or whatever that. We should all take them all out, put in the wagon, out of compassion. Okay, that's what you do. Then then relax into goodness. In goodness, out of love, loving kindness. Then Tonglen practice is, practice of self-love is not different than, it didn't word it like self-love meditations, but actually it is self-love meditation, so it's the same thing. But it did not word it like that. It's called giving and taking practice. Tong literally means sense, len means take. So now taking all of that and put into wagon out of compassions, so then relaxing into goodness with loving kindness. So then the second part, I think Venerable Tenzo Lama needs a little more debate, if you don't mind. I'm having a hard time accept right away, so maybe after meditation we'll have some debate. Okay. if you don't mind. Huh?
So this is in the red prayer book that's at the back of the Gampa, page 161, the top of page
Or
161.
you can just meditate. You can just meditate. Or if you want to join, so then Linda will just told the page number. Or you can just meditate, taking everything that's painful, whether it's coming from childhood, from high school, from college, from now, coming from friendship, relationship, relatives, president, country, community, other country, doesn't matter, wherever it's coming from, to take that, all of that out of compassion, put it into vacuum, not out of, like stress, anxiety, fear, simply out of compassion. Then rest or relax in the goodness out of loving kindness, okay? Just meditate like that. Three times. So, Oh, yeah. So this Tonglen practice is supposed to boost or increase practice of bodhicitta, practice of altruistic attitude. If you're practicing that, Tonglen practice is supposed to increase that practice or power of that practice. Okay. It's called Tonglen practice. Tonglen. Tong means sent. Len means sending out of love, out of positive mindset, loving kindness, then taking out of compassion. So, taking all your negativities out of compassion, out of compassion. So then giving or relaxing or resting into the goodness, out of loving kindness, or giving all the goodness out of loving kindness, tolerant practice. I think that's exactly the same as loving kindness, self-love meditation. So now the Venerable Tesla would say, everything you do, what you become, everything. Did you say that, Venerable Tesla? So now it's debate. In monastery, we debate. If you have very new idea of the debate, when you go to the monastery, it looks like they are practicing kung fu. Kung fu? No, kung fu, kung fu. A lot of physical pushing. Basically, you are like debating the idea. You don't accept. Because Buddha said it's not good to just accept. Needs debate, a lot of debate, Q&A. So then you reach to the agreement. Oh, now that might be the truth. So then accept. Down the road is better. So I was just wondering, like, but in the monastery, when you debate, they're saying your face needs to be looks like Rocky Mountain. Kind of not really heavy. Sorry, not really heavy face, but your heart needs to be like Snow Mountain. That's how you debate. Looks like kind of serious, but it's pure inside, purely white. There's nothing. So that's how you debate. It should be done. I was just wondering, like, everything what you do, what you become.
Geshe-la, there was
I'm not challenging what you said. I just wish to learn more. So what it really means is a deeper level. Everything, we do all kinds of things every day, not just one kind of things. It's kind of like more easier with that concept. What you do, what you become. But we do many things. So what do you mean when you said that?
Geshe-la, there was a study of habits and how to change your habits.
Mm-hmm.
The person who wrote the study said, well, our identity arises, our sense of who we are arises on the basis of what we do. every day. So one example might be a young woman I worked with once who was so depressed, and she thought very poorly of herself. She had been molested as a child and thought she was dirty and bad because she had bad feelings. So she started, I requested her to keep a notebook and to do one kind thing every day. So be nice to a store clerk or call someone lonely. And at the end of the week, she came in waving her notebook saying, I am a good person. I am a good person. So
There's,
in that sense, that we can build by choice. Like if, for example, sometimes people say I'm a liar, I have trouble lying, lie all the time. Then if you change that habit of lying, you no longer think of yourself as a liar. You think of yourself as a person who tells the truth. Okay, now I'm scared, Geshe-la.
no, no. I'm listening.
Is the mountain face coming?
No, no. No, no, so I'm listening very like with full attention. So I'm listening, hoping to learn something.
Yeah, it's really talking about identity, Geshe-la, sense of who you are, not at a deeper level.
Yeah, there's many things to learn. So why, like, I think not just in the West, I think you can just say in the West, only in the West, why we are having so hard time recognizing, associating ourselves with Buddha nature. It should not sound like Buddhism because it says it's in Buddha's teaching, it's called Buddha nature, means like goodness. Rendavati is goodness.
Yes. Ultimate goodness.
Ultimate, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Ultimate goodness. So now questions. Why we are having such a hard time associating our identity with ultimate goodness or Buddha nature? Why we are having hard time waking up with the understanding of Buddha nature? So like how many times we associate with our identity with Buddha nature throughout the day? How many times? Maybe none, or maybe one time, maybe none. So why was that? So something's lacking. In your mind, why? Why we are having hard time associating ourselves with the ultimate nature, ultimate, how you say, ultimate,
Ultimate goodness.
ultimate goodness or Buddha nature. Yeah, please. I don't have answer. Please don't look at me. Maybe start with the nuns. So when there were nuns, what do you think? Why we have like relatively more problem in the, we could say relatively more problem in the West compared to the world that I was born. The relatively here problem more problems. But they also have also problem too, but not like. So why? When do you know why? In your mind, you are a psychologist. So how long you've been psychology? Many years.
43 years. I'm a clinical social worker, Geshe-la. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Geshe-la,
I've never
uh,
been a psychologist. So yeah, please.
You know, your students brought up a lot of reasons in the discussions you had there.
Oh, yeah,
And
I always learn from my friend here, but they don't talk much. There's a little bit, I also, oh yeah, there's like this, yeah. Yeah,
you know, culturally, Geshe-la, what your students mentioned before is
oh,
when we're little in this culture, we learn to measure ourselves by how we perform.
oh,
So if you don't get a good mark on a test, you're bad.
oh,
It's not I did badly on the test, it's I'm a bad person.
oh,
There's a way that in Western culture you translate from how you perform into that means I'm bad. So if you make a mistake, or as we call them in Buddhism, if you have a downfall, maybe you miss your commitments one day,
oh,
or maybe you speak harshly,
oh,
that translates into thinking I'm a bad person because I did something bad.
oh,
And it sort of eats away at the idea that you have this really perfect Buddha nature inside you. I mean,
So, yeah, one question, when the attention, I'm sorry, so please you listen, we go back and forth, so I'm hoping it will help all of us, okay? Because I've been debating last 35 years in the monastery, I've been debating, so that kind of, so like what's the difference between, say, you lie, and what's the difference between thinking, oh, I am bad because I lie, or I feel bad because I lie? What's the difference? I feel bad because I lie, or I am bad, I lie. Or what's the difference? Is there any difference?
yes, Geshe-la, this goes to the work we're doing on understanding that who we are is separate from how we feel.
Mm.
So if you feel bad,
No.
I told a lie, so I feel bad. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean you are bad. But
Yeah.
if you've been trained to think of yourself, your whole identity, as based on how you feel, like I'm
Mm.
happy today, so I'm a good person.
Mm.
I'm unhappy today, so I'm a bad person.
Mm.
Then you lose the ability to understand that you can be a good person who does a bad thing. It doesn't make you a bad person. Or you can feel bad without being a bad person.
Mm. Which one is
That
better? Which one is better? Which one is better? You saying in your mind, I feel bad because I lie, that one, or I am bad because I lie. Which one is better?
what is best is to say, I'm a good person who made a
Mm.
mistake and did a bad thing, so I'll try harder next time to do a good thing.
Mm.
I'm a good person who did a bad thing. That made me feel bad, but I'm a good person and I can do better next time.
You understand?
Is
So
that
now again, so I'm not
better?
100% satisfied with the answer, but again, 1 second. So like in the first place, how in the first place, why you say that you are bad because you lie? Instead, I feel bad because I lie. Why? In the first place, why people start to say, I'm a bad person, I lie, instead of saying, I feel bad because I lie. For me, in my mind, next one is much better. First one is not good. Uh, that become the big obstacles to see ultimate goodness. It become big obstacles if you just say, I'm bad because I lie. That for me, I feel bad because I lie. That's much better. So I was wondering
This,
why people say, I am bad because I lie. Instead, I feel bad, I lie. In my mind, there's a big difference. Samla, you see,
Uh, the, the problem, the problem comes when someone says or intuitively goes, because I feel bad, I am bad. That's the problem.
so they don't stop there. They go one step further down. So that's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Please, if you have something to come to say.
I think it's very important for us to understand that we are not what we do. I lie, that doesn't mean that I am a liar. That is not who I am. It's what I did. But we conflate the two. We begin to think, well, because I lied, I'm a liar. And we identify with that so strongly. I am a liar, and we believe it. As Ravina says, it's bad enough that we have the delusion, but then we believe the delusion to be true. And this is our issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so why we do it, I think, and I don't want to blame, but I think that has a lot to do with how in the West we're brought up Christian, right? And so we are taught that we are already bad people even when we're born. You know, and so that's in us already because we're taught that we're bad people. I've even had some of my Christian friends or some relatives, when I say that I'm trying to be a good person, the fundamentalists, they say, no, you can't be good. Only God is good. You can't be good. My attitude then is, why try? You know, if I can't be good, you know? And so it's ingrained in us from at birth that we're not good people. At birth. Buddhism just totally flipped that. It said that we are innately good, that we have Buddha nature. It's hard for us to grasp that. I see it in prisons all the time. It's hard for them to believe that I am, especially when they begin to see their behavior, the things they've done that cause them to be in prison. That just really reinforces that they are bad people. The hardest work that we do in prison is to get them to really be able to see their innate goodness, that they are truly good, despite or in spite of what they've done.
So now how we can help is not about like, oh, this religion is better than that one. We are not discussing that. How we can help people, those who have this kind of problem, how we can flip, how we can help. Yeah. Yeah, so like, yeah, it's not about which religion is better than another one. It's not about that. It's about people. That we say, may all sentient beings have happiness, the cause of happiness. We really mean that, and we trying to sincerely say that. So based on that, the Mahayana practice of bodhicitta, sake of bodhicitta, sake of Mahayana practice, we bear moral responsibility to help each and every breathing living being, regardless Christian, atheist, Buddhist, animal, even who doesn't have religions. We have like moral responsibility to help them. So now the question is how to flip that, to convince people that is not, ultimately that's not true. Doesn't mean this religion is bad. They're not talking about that's not true. That's not true. So like, so you are very angry, you study, you meditate, you read, you reflect, contemplate, reflect, integrate, eventually you become like less angry. That happens. If this ultimately goodness is bad, there'll be no improvement. There'll be zero improvement. So then you can say, you are naturally bad because there's nothing good comes out. That's not true. That is not true. So now how we flip that, the concept of being ultimately just, I'm just bad, no matter what, you can't be good. This is not good. This is not good. So thinking that like that is not good. Treating people like that is not good, So that's the last thing probably you want to hear. Last thing, So that's what I'm thinking, like, maybe it's better if you say, feel bad, I feel bad. I think that's good that you feel bad. I think, sorry to say, I think that's good that you feel bad. You shouldn't feel good. Doing something negative, you shouldn't feel good. That's not good. You should feel bad. That is the beginning of freedom for you, beginning of freedom from pain. If you say, oh, I'm glad, I'm so happy, I lie, that is the door to suffering. That's not good. Not good for your happiness. Just forget our religions. It's not good for you. If you do something bad, you say, oh, I'm so happy, I did something bad. That is the beginning of suffering. That's the door to suffering. I think that we should feel bad. If you lie, we should feel bad. We should not feel good. So that is the beginning of freedom from lying again. That you benefit, then somebody else benefits. You don't feel bad next time because lying, because you don't lie. Not because of fear, because you don't feel good. Not because of sake of religious belief, because ultimately you don't feel good, then you don't do something that makes you feel not good. Why you do that? That doesn't make sense as a human. So because of that, you don't lie. Next time, you don't need to experience the pain of lying because you don't lie, and you feel good. So that goodness is associated with ultimate goodness, what you call Buddha nature. So, and now question is like, so there's a risk. I feel bad. Make sure that doesn't turn into guilt. Guilt. Yeah. As a Buddhist, what you do? You purify them. You purify. You purify them. The same like dirty dish in your sink. You don't just sit there, feel bad. Just stand up, clean. It's finished. It's clean. Exactly like that. That your conscience can be clean. It can be clean. Yeah. How you know? Yeah, John. Once again, how you know? Not right away. Not right away. So, for example, I hate this person. I can't stand even seeing that person. That much grudge, anger, thought, meditate, think, reading here, reading there, because you are harboring pain. That pain needs to let it go eventually, otherwise you are going to be in pain continuously. Thought about, meditate, come, discuss. Slowly, don't mind seeing that person from the distance. You are fine. Before, there's no way. Now seeing close, or maybe now thinking about maybe praying for well-being of that person that you used to hate so much and even can't stand. You just forget, your mind can't imagine seeing that person again. Change, gradually change. Blessing after blessing through your ultimate nature. Thinking. Then eventually, it's not going to erase the memory. Memory will be there, but that memory has no pain. There's no pain. Before it has a lot of pain, now it's just memory. So that's how the purification practice works. That's why the word guilt even don't exist in the Buddhist practice, because you don't stuck with, I feel bad. What do you do? Out of positive mindset, you purify them. not out of negative mind, out of fear, out of positive mindset. You bring this, intentionally bring this up, then you meditate, recite something, recite mantra, do something good. So then, first time, feel better, then slowly. The example that I use, like what you call like aluminum, lead.
Yes, we were talking that aluminum actually will float if you crumple it, but lead,
Yeah, it's more like lead, piece of lead. If you throw, it will sink. Doesn't have to be sink, it can be flat, make it flat, it can flow. Meaning, you don't have to sink with your feeling. You can still float, mean with purifications. So not right away, slowly, it gets better and better. Otherwise, the text, if you have this bad feeling, do nothing, so that feeling get heavier and heavier. I think that's exactly what it means. Oh, if you kill one bird over 7 days, that will be like you will have the karma to killing 7 birds. That doesn't sound fair. Now, when you look very closely, what it means feeling, the pain. Longer there, it gets heavier. So that's why I need to purify right away. Okay? Thank you.
I think maybe the problem is that we use the phrase good person a lot. Because I've noticed that sometimes I think, well, why does that phrase even exist if there aren't bad people too? And when I do something that I really regret, and I think like, oh, I'm not that good person that everyone keeps on telling me. I don't feel like it right now. And then sometimes you lazily conclude like, oh, well, then I must be a bad person because that's the alternative to be a good person. So it seems to me it would maybe help to use a language that doesn't assert permanentness at all.
Very good. I think wonderful stuff. More discussion like this will definitely help. Because we have this like marvelous brain that human can learn. Like look at everything that created by humans, so like intelligence, like they so creative. Yeah, we can solve our problems. It's not like we cannot solve. We need to talk more, discuss more. We will come with some solutions, how to feel good. But the solution the Buddha taught is not walking, it's supposed to walk, but it's everybody's having a hard time associating themselves with the ultimate goodness. How many times throughout the day you think about that? Maybe none. Why? Some things like maybe the way the education maybe like needs to be improved, maybe language needs to be, something is not working, so yeah, David wants to say.
Thinking about the concept of original sin and so on, it seems to me like these attitudes, if people think they're a bad person, might start in childhood with attitude you learn from your mom and dad, because I was a Methodist kid in rural Michigan, and certainly the concept of original sin was at least discussed occasionally at church, but personally, I always thought it was complete nonsense. I mean, just, didn't apply to me, and I didn't think it applied really to other people either. And I suppose I got those attitudes from my mom and dad, because I certainly had, age 5, age 10, 15 at church, I just thought some of the things I heard there were nonsense, and always believed I was a good person who, I suppose, occasionally did something bad that I felt bad about. And then because I felt bad about that, I would very much try not to do it again. But, that's from the whole point of view of, I'm a good person, and, yeah, once in a while, maybe I don't do the right thing, and I should change that, should not do that again, but, I'm more, I guess, maybe, so I had a belief, kind of like Buddhist belief, somehow from birth, or from mom and dad, I don't know where it came from, but, I never, I don't think most people here ever thought they were bad, just basically bad.
Oh, that's very good news. Yeah, very wonderful.
I think one of the big differences is that most people are taught that it's not up to yourself to forgive yourself or to say yourself you're not a bad person. You always have to ask forgiveness from God. So it's somebody outside of yourself who decided whether you were forgiven or not. That's the way my Christian faith raised me. That we started out as with black souls because and suffered because Adam and Eve committed the original sin. And the reason that we all have to suffer as human beings is because we are children of Adam and Eve. So we're born into sin, and we have to prove ourselves to be good, or by doing good things and asking forgiveness from God, who was the one who made us. And, we didn't have our own control, really, of whether we were forgiven or not.
So now, how to help, how to flip, that's the question, how to flip, change, how to change.
One idea, one idea that seems accurate to me would be for parents to be very careful about how they teach their children. And if they develop this idea in their children that they're basically good and don't, throw away that notion of original sin and being terrible and having to have God's forgiveness, all that, and just teach that to their kids, well, then they'll get on the right track early in life.
Yeah, that's true. But it's hard to believe that, especially the mother, ever say something for their kids out of negative emotions. They always have, positive intentions. They always do out of love. But the mechanism what they're using is not working well, especially when they grow up, so they become 18, so they realize that it's not good. So everything the mother, especially parents, especially mother does for the kids, is like out of love. So whatever they say. But the mechanism, so David, you're right, the parent needs to be more mindful what they put into their kids' head. So they make sure when they grow up, so they believe they possess ultimate, goodness. So that's, I think, good, yeah. I think the discussion, what do you think? The discussion will help. It will open up our mind. It's needed, so I think it's very good to hearing from different people. Yeah.
The problem is, my mom loved me. She was a Christian woman, and she really, really loved me. I think her knees were calloused, but she's always on her knees praying for me. I was always in trouble. So it's like she really loved me, but she also had that same disease of self-doubt. She also believed, being a Christian, that she was also not innately good, didn't have ultimate goodness. So it's just passed down as generational, right? It's generational, generation after generation after generation. Eventually, as I don't know what her name was. Yeah. So eventually, it becomes who we are, right?
Yeah,
it's not truly who we are, but we feel that's who we are because it's just practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced.
I think that idea is outdated. that people become more smart, educated, they can read, they can see many things. And like this, continuing this approach is now is not working. 21st century is not working. But we need to change. Not like
We have work to do.
lot of work to do, lot of work to do. But first we start from here. So like we are not talking about which religion is better than which one. We are not talking about that. There's not good things to talk about. There's not good things. Any like what you call friction between community, between religion, between community. Any frictions between human is not good. It's not good. Whether that's done by human, that's not good, or that's done by some like celestial beings that you believe is their causing this kind of problem. It's not good. So unity, harmonious, unity, loving kindness, compassion, emphasizing on that, every human get benefits, every human. So then let them decide which religion they want to follow, let them decide. We don't talk about that. We talk about here the importance of loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, altruistic attitude, understanding every human, regardless Christian, Buddhist, atheist, all of us. We are looking for happiness. That's all we're looking for. In that ground, we are all same. You know, so and we are all trying to avoid suffering. Same thing. Tibetan monks, lay people doing the same things. So that is the fact. It's not, or maybe not, or maybe based on Buddhism that's true. Maybe based on Christianity that's not true. It's not true. That doesn't matter based on tradition, culture, religious beliefs. It's same thing. Same thing. Then spread that to animals. Yeah, they don't want suffering too. They also want happiness. The squirrel that come to your door, they are not looking for hit by a stone. They are looking for food. You know, if you throw stone, they don't like that. If you give them food, they're happy. That's what they're looking for. So we need to understand what people are looking for. They are looking for happiness. What are you looking for? Happiness. Are you content? No. Are they content? No. Same thing, same boat, in the same boat. Looking for suffering? Of course not. Don't assume, oh, they deserve suffering. Ignorance. Pure ignorance. Oh, nobody deserves suffering. Everybody deserves happiness. So you make your life happy and make sure, top of that if you make someone else happy, it doesn't matter if that person is a Christian or Buddhist or atheist, doesn't matter as long as that person is happy. They're good things. So that means now you are living your life very good. You are living good life. If something goes after death, it will be good. That goodness is not based on religious belief. That goodness is based on your actions. So, because of ultimate nature, according to Buddhism, Buddha nature, we can all become better. All human. Not just that, even animal, if they put effort, they also have chance too. Not just human. There's a Buddhist principle belief. And that belief is proven by logic. Oh, I used to be so angry person. It doesn't take me much. I get so angry so fast, so easy. Now, it takes time. People can't get very easily under my skin. It takes a long time. So because I've been thinking, so it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not going to sacrifice my peace of mind for something like that. I used to destroy my peace of mind like that, so easily, so fast, so quick. Now, it takes time. takes time because my peace of mind is protected through my meditation, my wisdom, my knowledge. So I calculate so precisely before I sacrifice my peace of mind. It takes a long time. Most of the time, I protect my peace of mind through my thinking. So that is the progress. So that every human, all of us, has same ability to do. Same ability to do. So me, all my friends here on YouTube, on Zoom, as I said many times, we all have moral responsibility to help people, whatever ways we can help, even small things. Make sure, when they come here, make them feel good. It's not fake, it's sincere. That's the goal, it's a sincere happiness. Every breathing, living being, happiness. There's very sincere motivation. It's like not faking. So, so that I'm so happy. Last 26 years, I heard, probably you heard, number of times, I heard people when they come here, they feel good, they feel welcome. That is our mission. That's very good. They don't say, oh, Gisela, I become Buddhist. But they don't say, I feel good, Gisela. I feel very welcome. I feel warm. That's exactly what we need to increase. So, then what they believe is live up to them. Up to them. Long as they feel good, that helps them. Their health, their mind, that is our achievement. That's our first and foremost achievement of existing of Kadampa Center. It's not the money. That is the first priority. If people feel good, wow, that's like far more better than $100,000. That's our mission, okay? So all of us, we need to try that. So when you come here, please see people say hello, greet them, and you're whatever, like, according to Mother Teresa, egg means like one by one. Not like 100 people one time, but one by one, okay? So I pray every day, so then you do the same thing, so people, whoever come, walk through these institutions, feel something good, and they share with other people, make other people feel good. So then existing at this center is a goal, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, thank you. Sorry, so much been said. So good discussion. And Venerable Tenzin Lamu, thank you so very much from bottom of my heart, behalf of all the people at the Kadampa Center. So if you want to thank to Venerable Tenzin Lamu, you can send a card to thank Venerable Tenzin Lamu led these 3 meditations. Thank you so much, Venerable Tenzin Lamu, again.
Okay, if you're in the Gampa, please turn to page 246 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll say the dedication verses from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. Poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And now please turn to page 244, and we'll say the long life prayer for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. all powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And then on the next page, the long life prayer for Cancer Rinpoche. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And now turn to the inside back cover, and we'll say the prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Prateka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice. You are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And now on the inside front cover, the long life prayer for Geshe Gelik. Supreme guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama, who is renounced fame, may you ever remain. And the prayer for the long life of Geshe Sangpa. You have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart. You who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And now 7 green Tara mantras for the benefit of all beings. Om Tari Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tari Tu Re Soha.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, Elise has a quick announcement.
So I have a quick announcement. This coming Saturday is movie night, and the movie is Sacred Sites of the Dalai Lamas. It's kind of a travelogue. Now, India is important for the holy sites where the Buddha was born and did his teachings, but these are the sites in Tibet that are really essential to our school of Buddhism, the Gelugpa school, and you will go through the places that were sacred to all of the Dalai Lamas from the first until the current one, the 14th, and you'll see the Potala, the winter palace of the Dalai Lama. You'll see monasteries and caves where Lama Tsongkhapa, Lama Atisha established, where they meditated. It's really fantastic. And if you're interested in the history of our tradition and the history of the Dalai Lamas, I would really encourage you to come and see this film. It's this Saturday night, starts promptly at 7. We gather at 6:30, and we'll talk about it. So thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, right here at Kadampa Center. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone online and everyone in the Kadampa.